title, today we are going to introduce ourselves in German. Let's see how we do that. And I know you don't want me to waste much of your time. So, without wasting much time, let's start. Let's consider the name to be Tina Weigel, who lives in Hamburg, Germany. She will introduce herself somewhat like this. My name is Tina. My surname is Weigel. Or she can simply say, my name is Tina Weigel. I am 13 years old. I come from Germany. I live in Hamburg. I am a school student. I speak German and English. I am single. My hobbies are watching TV and listening to music. Now, let's see how it will look like in German. Don't worry, I will explain you all this. Ich heiße Tina. Mein Familienname ist Weigel. Or she can say, my name is Tina Weigel, like, mein Name ist Tina Weigel. Ich bin 13 Jahre alt. Ich komme aus Deutschland. Ich wohne in Hamburg. Ich bin eine Studentin. Ich spreche Deutsch und Englisch. Ich bin ledig. Meine Hobbys sind Fernsehen und Musik hören. Now let's see another example of a man named Kunal Kapoor in English. I am Kunal Kapoor. I come from India. I live in Delhi there. I am 23 years old. I am a teacher. I teach Hindi. I speak Hindi and English. I am married. I have 2 kids. My hobbies are book reading and playing football. Now let's see it in German. Ich bin Kunal Kapoor. Ich komme aus Indien. Ich wohne in Delhi da. Ich bin 23 Jahre alt. Ich bin ein Lehrer. Ich unterrichte Hindi. Ich spreche Hindi und Englisch. Ich bin verheiratet. Ich habe 2 Kinder. Meine Hobbys sind Bücher lesen und Fußball spielen. Now before telling you all what all this means, let me tell you the one and the only rule while making sentences. It is that the verb in the sentence will always be on second place. That is, for example, in the sentence Ich heiße Unnati Singhal, Ich is at the first place and heiße, being a verb, is at the second place. This has to be followed in all sentences. If you place some word on the place of some other word, it won't affect the sentence much. But if you don't place the verb in second place, your sentence will be totally wrong. Now let's see what all these things mean. At first, you say your name. Ich heiße Unnati. In English it means I am called Unnati. You can say it in 2 different ways. Ich bin Unnati, which means I am Unnati or mein Name ist Unnati. I am not telling that your name is Unnati, but yes, you can put your name instead, which means my name is Unnati. Next is mein Familienname ist Singhal, which is that my surname is Singhal. Or you can completely say it as mein Name ist Unnati Singhal, or Ich bin Unnati Singhal, or Ich heiße Unnati Singhal. Next, we specify our age. We simply say Ich bin 13 Jahre alt. Replace the 13 or 13 with your age. Guys, are you noticing we are using words like heiße, bin, ist? Can you guess what these all are? Yes, they are verbs, the conjugated verbs. You are already familiar with bin and ist. They are the conjugations of the verb sein that we discussed in our last lesson. Heiße is something new. Don't worry, I'll tell the conjugations of these verbs in the end of the video. Next we said, I come from Germany or India or any country you live in. There are different names for different countries in German. For Germany it's Deutschland and for India it's Indian. So let's come to the point. It will be Ich komme aus Deutschland or Ich komme aus Indien, and so on depending on the country. Next, we say where we live in the country. So in first case, let's say that I live in Hamburg, which will be Ich wohne in Hamburg. And let's say I live in Delhi there. I said there. So we will simply add da at the end of the sentence and it will be Ich wohne in Delhi da. Then we tell our profession. Here we see a student and a teacher. If you are a student, say Ich bin ein Student for male and Ich bin eine Studentin for female. Ein and eine are indefinite articles which depend on definite articles. I have explained this in one of my videos which you can see above. So let's see for teachers. We say Ich bin ein Lehrer for male and Ich bin eine Lehrerin for female. Same rule for ein and eine. And for the endings in Lehrerin and Studentin, it's a tip that nouns ending in E and IN are feminine. Keep that in mind. In Teacher 1, we told what we teach. We said it as Ich unterrichte Hindi, which means I teach Hindi. Let's discuss about the languages now. I want to say I speak German and English. We can say it as Ich spreche Deutsch und Englisch. Similarly for Hindi and English. Ich spreche Hindi und English. Next, are you single or married? Haha, just kidding. Well, I was going to discuss the same. If you are single, you can say Ich bin ledig, which means I am single. And if married, Ich bin verheiratet, which means I am married. Now if you are married, let's talk about children. If you have one child, you say Ich habe ein Kind. And if two, Ich habe zwei Kinder. You can replace zwei with the number of children you have. And if you have no children, you have to say Ich habe kein Kinder. Next comes our hobbies. First, we discussed about watching TV and listening to music. We say it as Meine Hobbys sind Fernsehen und Musik hören. Similarly in the second case. And if you have only one hobby, you can say it as Mein Hobby ist dash. For example, I can say Mein Hobby ist Bücher lesen, which means my hobby is reading books. So we are done with the intro. Now you can introduce yourself perfectly. But for introducing perfectly, you need to know the verbs we discussed in the lesson. So now let's talk about the verbs we learnt in this lesson. We use the verbs haben, sein, heißen, kommen, wohnen and sprechen. We have already discussed haben and sein in the last video, so I will not tell you about that. As I told in the last video, all the verbs are conjugated just like haben. If you haven't seen the last video yet, you will not be able to understand anything. So better first watch that. And those who have already seen, let's conjugate. First, let's do heißen, which means to be called. Ich heiße, du heißt, sie heißt. Now as you cannot remove the sharp S as it's a rule, you have to add it even if the conjugation of sie is supposed to end in T. Let's move forward. Wir sie heißen, ihr heißt. Next is kommen, which means to come. It's the same. Ich komme, du kommst, sie kommt, sie kommen, ihr kommt. Getting the pattern, right? Let's see if you can tell for wohnen, which means to live. I am giving you 10 seconds to guess. Yes, you are right. Ich wohne Du wohnst. Sie wohnt. Sie wohnen. Ihr wohnt. Now let's see for expression, which means to speak. It's a bit different, but not difficult to remember if you learn by heart. It's as follows. Ich spreche. Du sprichst. Sie spricht. Sie sprechen. Ihr spricht. Well done! We are completed with our verbs as well. But you might have noticed a verb called sind. It's not a particular different verb, but a form of sein only. You say ist for is. And what is the plural of is? Yes, it's are. So sind is the word for are. Now you are very well prepared to introduce yourself. And I'm pretty sure you can now introduce yourself by yourself. Give me your introduction in German in the comments below. So, this was a very lengthy lesson, isn't it? But no worries, if you learn all this by your heart, you can learn German very easily. Now, I won't take much of your time. So, auf Wiedersehen. What's auf Wiedersehen? Remember. So, signing off, Unnati.